You are listening to the Slip Punches Show with your host, Damon Gonzalez from Latin Box Sports, your boxing champions.
Hey guys, how you doing? Damon Gonzalez from Latin Box Sports. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome back to the Slip Punches Show. We appreciate having you guys back on with us. We're looking forward to a great show tonight. We have a special guest that will be joining us any second now. Golden Boy fighter, really, really great guy. Looking forward in chopping it up with him. He's a great young kid. And it's great. It's great for us to do this again. You know, this is super cool. The young guy is Blair Cobb, Blair the Flair Cobb. He's a young prospect welterweight, growing up in the welterweight divisions. You can see Golden Boy. They're moving him pretty slowly, but he's doing this thing in the sport, man. He has a very great, intriguing story. So we're definitely looking forward to talking to him and getting them on with us here at the Slip Punches Show. Thank you again, everybody that continues to support us and continues to come on with us and basically, you know, just chop it up with these fighters. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course, we got live boxing. It's nice, again, to have boxing back. It's, you know, no complaints on my end. You know, these kids are giving it their all. They're going in the ring, doing their job, and we appreciate that very, very much, you know, for them to be out there and do what they need to do. So we should have Mr. Cobb on with us any second now. You guys kindly bear with me. Really great kid, like I said, you know, fighting with the Golden Boy boxing with Oscar De La Hoya and Eric Gomez. Great young man. Has a great great story. We're looking forward to getting him on to talk to everybody about his story. And without further ado, all right, we should have him any second now. Without further ado, Champ, how are you?
Champ, you there? Check your volume's on mute. Fix your volume. Try it again. Try going out and coming back in. How about now? You there, Champ?
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, man. All right, cool. Let me clean that up.
What's good, Blair?
What's good? It's Blair the Flair, the most exciting man in boxing. How you doing?
Hey, man, it's good to see you, man. How you been, man? You holding it up all right?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a new camp, some new trainers that's helping me out and pushing me to my full potential. It's a wonderful experience to be here in California with Freddie Roach. And yeah, man, I'm just holding up. Things have been a little bit crazy with this whole coronavirus and the Black Lives Matter movement and all that extra stuff. But we're staying focused and staying straight on course.
Man, Blair, yo, congratulations with getting with the wild card family, man. That's a great family right there.
Absolutely. They're very professional. Everybody conducts themselves as a professional. And it's just been a wonderful experience being a part of the whole group.
Now, Blair, things with Golden Boy have been, from what we see, at pace with your career. 14 wins, no losses, 1 draw, tremendous knockouts, man. How do you reflect back on how things been going for you in your pro career at this point?
Well, they definitely not picking the easy fights, but we're getting them out of there. We're doing everything in our power to put on exciting fights and keep the crowd alive, keep boxing alive, and bring boxing back to its former glory. You know, we're trying to get the fans to get back involved with boxing.
Blair, champ, what's a good look, and I want to come right out and ask you because it's pretty unique, man. Because you're a brother that got a real authentic story about your life. Yo, you've been through a lot. Trust me, and I identify with that, and in so many ways. And at a very young age, you bounced all over the place from Philly to Cali, from Cali back to Philly. You were all over the place. So how did that transpire in your life and winding up in Mexico? Talk about those experiences leading up to that and how you found boxing, because I think the fans would really like to know your story.
Well, my story is very complex, and there should be like something in the mix that's happening right now. We're still under negotiations for contracts for a movie and all that. But if we can sum it up, it's been like a fight for my life, a fight for finding a purpose to live on, a fight to continue to love and cherish life, a fight for identity, and living in multiple different places, and losing yourself, losing your completely losing your identity, and completely losing your childhood, and losing the people that you love the most and that loves you the most, and being a victim of a very rough city like Philadelphia and Guadalajara, and New York, and just being a part of the experience of boxing, and growing and everything. It's been the trials and tribulations that will breach and grow greatness. We planted seeds that grow strong roots, and what you see now is a strong rooted tree that's destined for greatness. Yeah, it's been tough. It's been tough, losing relatives, losing family, losing my father to the law, and being on a run in Mexico.
Right.
It's been very interesting. And one thing I want to tell people, when it comes to my story, and anybody else that might be dealing with the trials and tribulations of life, you still have a chance. No matter what, it doesn't matter how old you are. No, it doesn't matter how unexperienced you are. You still have a chance in life, and it doesn't matter if you're an underdog. You can still win.
No doubt, Blair. Listen, you not just as a professional boxer, but as a dude, man. I dig you as a dude, man. You been there and done that. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely a good look that people get to hear, right from you, that it wasn't easy for you. But let's go back to, when when you met Coach, when you met Nazim in Philadelphia, and he gave you that name, the Flair. You know what I mean? How did that transpire, man? Because I'm telling you, when you came out the bat with this and you start to promote yourself with this, it was really a good look.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, it's just been a blessing. Um, like literally one blessing at a time. It's
That's
been
what's
really
up.
quite a miracle. Deeply rooted in the faith of God and Jesus Christ, and
Amen.
in Christianity, and just being deeply rooted in faith. Period. Is got me this far. Understanding business at hand. Boxing is a business. Understanding that there is a open market for somebody like me to come in and create greatness, create charisma, create good, exciting fights, create entertainment. Um, it's just been truly an experience, the Blair Cobb's experience. And
Absolutely.
in Philadelphia, when I was just a kid, like maybe like in my teenage years or like early 20s, I was boxing in Philadelphia, and I was very flashy, you know.
Right.
So, and brother Nazim picked up on it. He was like, "Oh man, that's Blazing Blair right there. That's Blair the Flair. He's flashy. If anything, he's going to excite."
That's what's
You know,
up.
you even call me. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now, Blair the Flair. Because I've always been that flashy, rambunctious kid that wasn't afraid of um of the odds stacked up against me. Like even when and I had a ton of like I might not have experience in a lot of cases when I was going up against great fighters, good fighters, in that time period, but I had athleticism beyond compare, and like the willing and daringness to go far in boxing, and like that's what kind of like just got me here in this particular moment. And like sometimes we reflect, he would reflect on like me like boxing one of his guys like Rock Island and stuff, and he'd be like, man, like I had to get him in training camp for Shane Moses. He's like, this kid is amazing. Like, this kid jumped across the ring at the sound of the bell, jumped across the ring, bust Rock Island in the head, and then
That's
jumped
what's
all
up.
the way on the other side of the ring before he can even react. If there's anybody that can emulate Pacquiao with a southpaw stance, is that man. So like it's been something. He brought me into training camp for the Manny Pacquiao fight with Shane Mosley, and that was a good experience. And it's just been something where as though I consistently grew as an individual. I went through the trials and tribulations inside and outside the ring to understand how to take a loss and how to bounce back and how to battle through adversity. So when things go wrong, when things go bad, when things go south, I'm just getting started.
That's what's up. Hey, Cobb, listen, we all know, of course, at this certain time, the best is yet to come for you and your career. Expand on that because again, man, you definitely are very, very set forth in your goals. So talk about that and talk about what are we gonna see with Blair the Flair Cobb coming up your next fight.
Right now, it's a really, really special place that I'm in right now. I took tutelage, apprenticeship under Bernard Hopkins,
Beautiful.
um, and he taught me how to keep my body young. And we did this very like years ago. We did this years.
Wow.
He would actually take time out of his day to take me go shopping, take me go eat, and we would train together. He would train me, and things like that. And I will actually learn and grow from him every single day for months. Months
Tell
it was.
me, tell me that's not some Jedi stuff right there.
Yeah, it definitely is. And he was teaching me the business of boxing, the business outside of the ring, learn how to conduct yourself, keeping your body as your temple, and things like that. So what ends up happening, like years go by after, and my body is still fresh and young and crisp. No injuries, not injury
Great.
prone. Everything is very strong. And actually what's really funny is that I had a growth spurt like not too long ago, like a few years
Really?
ago.
Oh
And
wow.
like 20, yeah, like when I was like a year ago, a year and a half ago, I grew. I actually grew a couple inches and had like an actual growth spurt. I was tripping out. I went to the hospital and everything. I'm like something's wrong with me. Like,
That's
my
what's up.
my like, dude, you're on steroids. I'm like, I don't even take supplements. Like, I don't even take supplements. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like you got pimples all over your back. You're strong as like I don't know what, and you're like tripping out, like you're just different right now. And I'm like, dude, and I'm like, something's not right. I feel weird. He's like, man, something's wrong. You need to go to the hospital or something. He's like, and you're getting taller. Like, I'm like, what the hell? I'm getting taller. Like, yeah, you're getting taller. Like, I'm just the only person I know that's been this tall. That's what Bones Adams is telling me.
That's what's up.
I started out like I came in the gym like 5'7",
Uh,
5'8", and the book 5'11".
wow.
You know, it's funny. It's been a heck of an experience. So like I'm very young and ready to go, and I'm growing each and every day. And the special thing about having a young body, but also having a few years under your belt and being more mature, is that I also became wise. So these young fighters are really, I mean, honestly, these young fighters are like the odds of beating me is almost slim to none. You know, I'm in here like growing each and every day, and I'm very calculative on how I use my athleticism. You know, so it's a blend between Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins. And when you have something like that, it's a force to be reckoned with. So we've been looking forward to getting a world title very soon, and we're just learning and growing. We making sure that we take care of the business outside the ring and inside the ring.
Man, champ, that's really awesome stuff right there, man. So tell me, as you as a professional fighter, of course, man, you gotta be a fan, man, too. You know, is there any fighters now in the game now? Of course, you got. I mean, let's keep it real. You got your trademark in who you are. But is there anybody in the game that you got mad love and respect, and you look at them and say, "Yo, that's how you do it." You know what I'm saying? Is there anybody that come to mind that you follow? I mean, it's great to know that stuff.
Well, honestly, like right now, I'm in the moment. Whereas though, like I'm focusing on everything that can possibly help me and give me even more, and things I can take away, weaknesses I can see in other fighters. The people I look up to are actually my opponents, my future opponents. You get what I'm
Okay,
saying? They're the
okay,
ones
I feel you.
like the Terrence Crawfords. It's very possible that we're fighting. Like,
That's what's up.
Earl Spence. It's very possible that we're fighting, and I watch and I study these guys. Um, I respect them and I respect their craft so much so that I studied almost everything. And like by the time I get there, it'll already be set in stone that I win. But I'm very respect. I have a lot of respect for these fighters, like the Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, and Keith Thurman is looking really good against Manny Pacquiao in that fight. They both surprised me, Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. Pacquiao is one of my favorite fighters
Sure, sure,
of all.
rightfully so.
Yeah, because he was just incredible. I mean, fight of a decade, and he fought everything. Even the fights he shouldn't have fought, like fighting Marco what do you call it? Not
Antonio
Marco.
Barrera.
Yeah, Marco Antonio Barrera, and fighting all these guys like multiple times. Tim Bradley, and that was a tough guy. Nobody
Oh
really
yeah,
fought Bradley, you know. And it was just something. Just see that little man, because they say he's little. He's just short, but I just see him just like go so far beyond expectations coming from the Philippines, and being one of the top fighters to be blessed on stage. Mayweather, he's also one of the most remarkable boxers in boxing, and the way he's able to just brand himself as the Money Mayweather and this and that, and I look at all of those things, and right now I'm in the process of learning and growing from each and everything, from the past all the way up to the present, so that we can do it better, so that now we can be a $1 billion fighter, not a $500 million fighter like Mayweather, but a $1 billion fighter. Why? Because we have both sides. We have people that love you and people that hate you, not just people that hate you and want to see you
oh,
lose.
no doubt. Right,
you know,
absolutely.
you know, and bringing and also bringing an element to boxing, whereas though the youth can get back into boxing, where people that used to not be into boxing can also be involved in the sport again. Once again, we haven't had a fighter like myself that was able to do the things that I'm doing since since maybe Muhammad Ali and maybe like that Puerto Rican guy from New York, from the Bronx. Um, what's that guy named? Macho Camacho,
Hey,
Hector
Camacho,
Camacho.
Camacho. Mhm.
Yeah, Hector Camacho. He was incredible. You know, those type of fighters, they bring so much entertainment to boxing that people that weren't watching boxing was watching boxing. You know,
Oh, no
so
doubt.
and that's
So
what we're trying to get.
when you go in the ring, champ, I mean, your outfits are off the hook. You know what I mean? And it fits the image that you're putting out. I want to kindly ask you, and of course, there are so many fans that dig you, that follow you. Dude, you got a huge following. I want you to give a shout out to all your fans. Tell them how to follow you, people that are listening in, how to follow you on social media. But yo, we got to hear woo, bro. We got to hear woo. So yeah, man, give it in, man. Talk to your fans.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is the one and only, the great one, Blair the Flair Cobbs. And you can check me out on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube at Blair the Flair. And for more exciting content, Blair the Flair Cobbs. Woo! Because nobody does it better, baby.
That's what's up, Blair. Champ, we appreciate you so much taking your time out of camp, coming on the Slip Punches show. We can't wait for your next fight. We hope to have you come back on the show.
Thank you very much for having me on Slip Punches Show, and I look forward to having a good meeting and talking with you guys and talking with you, sir, again. And I can't wait. And it's going to be a wonderful year. I want everybody to be positive and look forward to seeing the most exciting man in boxing bless the stage once more.
Thank you so much, Champ. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
All right, take care.
All right, take care.
Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in to Slip Punches show with Blair the Flair Cobb. Man, really good kid, man. We like him a lot. We wish him well in his young career. We're hoping to see him in bigger fights coming up soon. Damon Gonzalez, Latin Box Sports. We are out. Take care. Have a good afternoon.